Hi everyone, welcome to Jodi Dancers Talks, and today we're here with Amrit to talk about mental health.
Hi.
Hi Amrit. So, don't know what I said to the camera, but hello. Hi Amrit. So, I know Amrit from work. We've been friends for a couple of years. Yeah, it's been a couple of years. So basically, I want to speak to you about your experience with mental health to start off with.
Yeah.
So, we're starting off with your first experiences with mental health. How did you recognise that you had mental health problems?
Okay, I guess you just notice changes in your day and changes in yourself. So normally I was just pretty happy, in myself. And then what you find, I think one of the first things I found is I was getting really irritated with stuff really quickly. Just snapping or just getting really annoyed about something. I think in general you get a bit more sensitive about stuff. And the sensitivity can be either, for me it was just like getting angry at things or getting upset, totally just upset about stuff. So you just find yourself crying, you don't really know why, and that's the thing with being depressed, is that when you don't know, it's even worse, and you just think about it, and there's this like vicious circle where you think, why do I feel this way? I'm annoyed about feeling this way, what the hell is wrong with me? And it makes you feel worse and worse. Other things, I just guess that I couldn't feel happy. No matter what I did, I didn't feel like I could enjoy myself. And even if I went out with people, with my friends and stuff, I just felt like in the back of my mind, I still didn't feel right.
So you said you didn't feel happy in social settings, etc. We had a little chat off camera, and you were saying something about forcing yourself to do certain things. Why is it important for someone with mental health problems to force themselves?
You've got to gain momentum, and with momentum I mean that when you are depressed you end up just putting the brakes on everything and you don't do anything that interests you anymore. Making yourself do things that you enjoy, so you end up even thinking about, what the hell do I even enjoy, what do I even like? But you know what those things are, so it could have been like going out, going to see friends, that's important, or going out and just doing some sport or something like that. So I did like badminton for a bit, that was really good, and I got to see my friends and stuff like that. And it's forcing yourself to do it gains that momentum, otherwise you just stay in that kind of mental kind of sludge. You just sit there and you're just kind of rotting there, and you don't even get to see or do things that make you feel good. So doing little bits will add up to something greater, and eventually you'll get back on track to where you wanted to be. So it is forcing yourself. When I went to therapy, the therapist made me plan every week things that I enjoy doing for myself, and things that will help grow you as a person. Not, I could be stuck just doing work all the time, work, and, being a teacher or whatever, you could just mark and plan forever and ever and ever, and it doesn't really stop. It's kind of an endless to-do list. So you're not allowing yourself to be you or doing things you enjoy, and forcing yourself, planning it in. I had to do it. It's almost like my homework for every week. I put it off for a while, and then I went to see a doctor. When I went to see the doctor, they said things like, make sure you've got an exercise routine, make sure you're planning things to make sure yourself, you can actually be like yourself. And they also suggested medication, and I was totally against it first. I was just like, no way, I'm going to do this myself.
Why was you against medication?
I was against it because I was like, no, I can do this myself. There's absolutely no way. This is for really ill people. That was my naive opinion then. Like, there's absolutely no way I need that. I'm not in that position. Even though I've already got to that stage. So it took me about a year to even go to the doctor. Get the courage to go to the doctor and say, this is how I'm feeling and I'm not right, I don't feel right. If I was too anxious or whatever, I would have a panic attack and I wouldn't be able to get myself ready for work, because that feeling that you have is, I'm not ready for this day. And you kind of want the day to end already. But it helped me to just get on with my day and realise that actually there's a few positives in there that are worth it, that are totally worth it.
So before you went to the doctors, did you try to speak to your family about this?
Yeah, I did, and unfortunately I think if anyone's watching this, I bet they've had the same experience of people saying, oh, you'll be fine, you'll be fine tomorrow, you'll be fine next week. Or that question of, so what is wrong with you? Why do you feel that way? And it's not, you can't just pick out one thing. You don't know why you feel that way, and that's the worst bit of it, is that you keep thinking about, oh, why do I feel like this, and you get frustrated about it, and that makes it that rubbish kind of circle of frustration. Why the hell do I feel this way? What is wrong with me? Oh God, I feel worse now. And then you do that same questioning again, and it's just the worst thing. With family, they said sort of things like, what's wrong? It's only temporary. Yeah. Or in one case, I had like, what are you depressed about? Right. Because that person was depressed as well. Yeah. What can you be depressed about? And I think depression is a huge scale of things. It's not like, it's not a competition. That's the worst. Yeah. It's not a competition. It's like when people say they're tired and went, oh no, I'm more tired than you. What have you done? Whereas this was like, well, what are you depressed about? I feel like this or whatever. You know, I bet you're fine. Yeah. You're just playing with it. You're just acting it, and that's an awful thing to say. Yeah. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to feel that way, and they are so stuck onto this feeling of shame. Yes. And I think that's with Asian communities. This shame is a massive thing. There's so many decisions are led by shame. Or led by what will somebody else think, and not what is going to help the person you love, or the person that's in your family, or what's going to help yourself even. So in that year or so where I put it off because of that. Yeah. Because I thought, what will they think? And what kind of response am I going to get? Yeah.
So we just talked about the importance of talking, especially when you're suffering with depression, anxiety, etc. You can talk to your friends, family, loved ones, your GP if you need to, if you've got no one around you. And we just want to stress the importance of, please talk. Don't suffer in silence. Thanks for watching.